So, look, empathy, as I explained in that tweet, is a perfectly rational from an evolutionary calculus perspective, in that we are a social species. Part of being a social species is for you and I, if we're going to have a meaningful interaction, for me to put myself in your mind and vice versa. That's called, by the way, cognitive empathy or theory of mind. For example, autistic children, the way that we diagnose them as being autistic is that we give them a theory of mind test, which they fail. So the problem arises when adaptive empathy starts misfiring, and it can misfire in several ways. It can misfire by becoming hyperactive. It can misfire by being invoked in the wrong situations toward the wrong targets. And so let me draw an analogy here from psychiatry. If I were to go around and scan the environment for environmental threats, that's perfectly rational from an evolutionary perspective. So if I were to see you at a party, Emily, and I notice that prior to you shaking my hands, you're incessantly sneezing into your hands, and I notice that, I will very discreetly, so that I don't offend you, after I've shaken your hand, go to the bathroom and wash my hands. I noticed a threat and I attenuated it, I mitigated it. But someone who suffers from OCD, germ contamination OCD, is stuck in the hyper firing of this otherwise adaptive mechanism. They're stuck in an infinite loop, washing their hands for 8 hours a day in scalding hot water until the skin of their hands is falling off. So Aristotle, since Ryan Holiday likes to reference the ancient Greeks, Aristotle explained to us more than 2,000 years ago in his Nicomachean Ethics about the golden mean, that too little of something is not good, too much of something is not good, and much of life is trying to identify that sweet spot. So, no empathy makes you a psychopath. Too much empathy towards the wrong targets makes you a suicidally empathetic schmuck.